Clip. Hey, everybody, what's up? The Plowzone is here, man. Again, we got another great interview. But first, I got to introduce this guy over here, Mr. Scott M. Reese, who holds it all together here at the Plowzone, man. Reese, what's cracking?
How's it going, my friend? Another episode with what we do is we spotlight independent music from around the world. Not independent, we spotlight music from around the world. We got a great band out of North Carolina. It is a band called IRATA, and these guys are here. We have John, Jason, and Owen. Nice heavy metal, heavy groove rock, melodic band. These guys kick ass, and we're going to bring them on, and we're going to check out what is going on with their band. Let's bring them on. This is IRATA. Hey, guys. How's it going, man? Welcome to the show.
Hey, how you doing?
What got you going in the music world, man? So where were you guys' influences?
We're all products of the 90s. So everything from the 90s, I guess for me personally, as a bass player, Jane's Addiction was my biggest influence. Hearing them for the first time and hearing the bass guitar play a lead role in music for the first time or in a band for the first time had a huge impact on me, and that's why.
So you guys, how did you guys all hook up? I mean, you guys friends, other bands and you guys are from North Carolina.
That's right.
And how's the music scene there?
Amazing.
It's actually quite good.
Yeah.
Lots of bands, lots of good music coming out. We got started. John and I met through a mutual friend that we were both playing with, and that's when IRATA started. And then
almost 20 years ago at this point, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
2007. We went from an instrumental band to a 2-piece to a 3-piece to a 4-piece, and now the last since COVID, we're now back to a power trio.
Right.
And it's pretty awesome.
All right. When you guys write a song, you guys write a riff. You guys are very guitar oriented. Sounds like you write a riff and then you write the lyrics. Is that true or false?
That's largely true. Yeah. And often most songs often start with John's bass riffs.
Oh, okay.
And kind of expand from there. Piece together what seems to fit, add what we need to fill it out and make it a song, obviously. But but that's usually the starting point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That maybe is slightly different than other bands. A lot of bands, Scott, do start off with a guitar riff a vocal melody or lyrics or something, but we kind of work bass backwards. We John's bass sounds so damn good, and he's really good at writing riffs.
That's true.
And you throw Owen's guitar over top, psychedelic, heavy, melodic, as you mentioned. It's pretty great. It ends up just being really, really nice. And it's really great to play with these guys.
There you go.
Ready for me?
Yep.
All right, guys, man. Why did you go from an instrumental band to a vocal band, man? What made you want to make that transition?
We lost a member.
And lost the singer.
And it was just Jason and I, and we were kind of couldn't find anybody else to play with us. So we just decided to teach ourselves to sing and be a 2-piece for a little while. And then we got another member eventually, but at that point it was too late to turn back. We were already singers.
And what year was that?
Oh Lord.
Probably I want to say 2012-ish, 2010-ish, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys have been together since like 2009, right? 2007-ish, around
2007.
there?
Yeah. First album was out, instrumental album. I think that was out at 2009. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us about some of the venues you've played around the country and around the world, man. Give me some of your highlights and some of the crazy moments that you've had playing in the rock and roll scene. Anything come to mind?
Oh my God, Texas.
Texas.
Florida. We played California quite a few times. Some of those were pretty memorable. Probably, we mentioned this on an interview we did earlier. The Bowery Ballroom. I think that's in Brooklyn.
It's Manhattan, actually.
Manhattan. So it was a very large venue. Major acts play there. So it was a huge room playing. What's the capacity of the room?
I don't know about huge. Just probably what, 600-700. We played with we toured with All Them Witches, and it was just us.
Really?
And up the East Coast into Montreal, Canada. This was a few years ago, and just about every show was sold out. And the Bowery Ballroom in New York is kind of iconic. We got to play there to a sold out venue, and that's probably the best show that I've ever played.
What stood out with that? Why did that one stand out?
For me, is when I was looking at the schedule, you know, had our name on there on the schedule, and then like the week later, it was 9 Inch Nails was playing there, and then the week before, it was like Snoop Dogg. We were like, what's wrong with this picture? What is this?
Variety. Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, all right. Let's talk about the new album. You guys have a new album out called Human. It is coming out July 10th. Why don't you tell us about that album and what you got in store for our audience and your audience?
Sure. A little bit of difference from previous albums, mostly just in that almost all of the vocals are me this time around. Like for instance, on Tower, we all kind of shared vocal duties. You know, I think I added a good bit to that one as well, just, you know, bringing in harmonies and things like that. But this time around, I'm the main vocalist.
Okay.
Obviously, with, you know, choruses and harmonies, things like that, we're all sharing those duties, you know. But for the most part, all of the vocals there are mine, which is a difference for, I know, the band as a unit.
Oh, no, not before, obviously. When did you join the band?
It's been about 10 years ago at this point.
And you started singing then, or you just kind of came around to singing?
I've been singing my whole life, but I mean, but as far as in this particular situation,
right?
Again, you know, I was just coming into the band. They already had some things written for the songs that I was coming into. So, you know, I was just adding harmonies, adding whatever little flavors I could think of to the mix. So,
and it really took off. The album, our most recent album, called Tower, and that came out right during COVID, basically.
Just before.
Great timing, by the way.
Just before
it, and that's when Owen really started to take part and make an impact, and especially live. Owen's impact comes in many different ways, but when I'm playing drums, worn out, John's busting his ass, we can get a bit pitchy. Owen is actually a good singer, and he is a lot more consistent than we are live, though we get better as we get warmed up. But he's really brought a lot of consistency and accuracy in terms of singing, staying on pitch in a live situation. Obviously, that's going to come across even better recorded. And that wasn't a decision. It just kind of naturally happens for this album.
Yeah.
John and I have written lyrics to all the other albums. This time, Owen wrote a majority of them. So we get a break, right? We still get to be involved. We still get to add our little flavor to it. And it's just Owen's presence has been a big impact.
Nice. Let's talk about the recording of it. Where'd you record, and who'd you use?
So the tracking we did at old friends of ours, Hunter Allen and Adam Joyce. They had built a studio at on Adam's property. We were actually the first band to track there with them. So, I've been making music with Hunter for decades at this point. So it was real natural. They got their studio finished right around the time that we were ready to start recording. So it just worked out perfectly. So we tracked with them. That's out in Liberty, North Carolina, not maybe about 30 minutes from where we are. And then for the mixing, we had Jay Robbins do the mixing portion for the record. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, ready for me?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, the Plowzone is here with IRATA right here on the Plowzone radio video show on Roku. And so let me go around the horn right now and ask each member of IRATA, what's your most cherished musical memory? As a musician.
Most cherished?
Most cherished musical memory as a musician.
All right. You got one. You start.
I'll start. I'm going to start crying.
Oh, God.
No, that's good. That's what we're about.
We played a show at the Cat Cradle back room in Chapel Hill. It's a few years ago. And we had a fan that brought his daughters. I think at the time they were 8 years old. One was maybe 10. His daughters were huge fans of our band through him, of course. His name's Keith. And when you're looking out into a room and you see this family, this father and his two daughters sitting there, and of course they had headphones on, but they're absolutely loving the music. And that was probably the most emotionally impactful thing that I've seen live. That's pretty special.
For everyone to be getting into it, and family, the whole deal. Your music, I think music really impacts people. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You can't drink it, smoke it, snort it. Playing in a band, it's the three of you guys jamming. And it's something you can't buy. And I think having people get into your music, that's the fun part. That's the bonus. That is the bonus.
Well, let's go around the horn, man. Let's go the other guys, man. What's your most cherished musical memory?
For me, I would say on our previous album, Tower, a song I wrote for my daughter made it onto the album. And I knew it was something that meant a lot to me, but after hearing it, after the recording and doing the listen back to the recording, it was pretty touching. It ended up being a really good song, and it just meant a lot to me. And I've never written a song about or for anybody, and haven't since. So that was a big moment for me.
Cool.
Very cool. Next,
Owen?
What's up, buddy?
I didn't mean to hurt you guys' feelings. I'm gonna use the same one that I have before.
It's okay. It's okay. We're a close second place.
That's right. So I'm a trumpet player as well. So back in 1995, I marched with the Drum and Bugle Corps, the Cavaliers Drum and Bugle Corps, and so we won DCI finals that year. So finals night at Buffalo Stadium is my favorite musical memory.
That's pretty cool.
Very cool. That's a little bit of music history right there, everybody. Rock and roll with IRATA.
All right. Let's talk about we got 8 tracks on the new album, Two Sides of One Image. Can you walk us through the narrative arc from Altar to Daystar? You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of the mirror image statement is
Pretty smart.
Has a lot to do with how the music moves from the beginning to the end, starting with Altar being a little bit more of a sort of snaky groove of a song that builds up into a heavy moment, and And then, sort of following that with a little bit more straightforward, sort of heavy rock songs throughout. And then again, with Daystar, it closes out the album in a similar way that Altar begins it. But whereas Altar is a song lyrically about endings, Daystar is a song about new beginnings.
Ooh.
I like it. I like it. The title Human feels like a statement in 2026. What are you pushing back against?
I'm not sure if it's pushing back.
Whoa, that's a good one, Reese. That's a good one.
It is a good one.
It is a good one, and it's funny. I was thinking about that last night, and when it is kind of a statement, right? And I'm not sure if it started out that way.
Right.
I think originally it was almost a call for help.
Right.
Technology scares me. How's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially it's coming up right now. This AI and
That's right.
Yep.
This band that I really like, shall remain nameless, and I can't get the songs out of my head, and it's AI, and it's like, and you wouldn't know, it's kind of rock and whatever, but it's scary as hell. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, what the hell? What do you know? You can't tell nowadays.
AI right now, but we're not.
Yeah, definitely Plowman's AI.
Oh yeah, I'm a train wreck. AI train wreck.
All right, why don't you guys tell us about the new album release July 10th? The band IRATA with Human. Why don't you talk about that and promo the shit out of it?
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it.
Oh, all right.
That's all you.
Yeah, July 10th. It's out on Small Stone Records. Of course, it'll be on all the streamers, Spotify, Apple Music. What are the other streamers?
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp, of course. Right.
YouTube.
In fact, on Bandcamp, you can pre-order now at the Small Stone Records Bandcamp page.
Yeah.
We're having a release party here in Greensboro on August 8th at the Flatiron with some good buddies of ours, Gray Young from Raleigh and Nathan, Arizona, and the New Mexicans from Alamance will be joining us for that show.
All right.
Cool.
And if people are gonna see you out on the road, what can they expect from your band? What can we expect?
You can expect energy, lots of energy. You can expect a really professional and tight band. You can expect something different from a heavy band. We get shoved into the stoner rock thing quite a bit, and we do have those influences.
Sure.
But I think we separate ourselves from that group with a little more melody, a little more harmonies, a little different instrumentation at times. So I think that's what you can expect.
Hey, let's do a little Q&A right here, man. So how many genres are there of rock and roll?
Jeez.
It's endless.
Man,
264.
Oh, you said stoner rock, right? What do you got? Well, come on, let's go with a couple of them, right, Ryder? What's up?
Yeah. So stoner rock, I think you'd throw Black Sabbath is one of the beginnings of stoner rock.
Agreed. I agree.
Maybe that's some AI. How many genres of rock and roll are there, right?
Yeah.
That's a good. That's a future show right there, man, in itself, huh?
You ain't kidding.
Rockabilly.
So,
I mean, there are all kinds of stuff. Grunge rock, grunge hillbilly, whatever.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
Right?
yeah.
But it's all-
IRATA.
Yep.
You all just got plowed in the plow zone. You know that?
Oh,
I
like it.
I can kind of feel it.
Cool.
All right, guys. I want to thank the band IRATA. You guys check out their new album coming out July 10th. Human. I want to thank you guys for coming on the Plowzone radio show on OTEL music videos on RokuTV. You guys, looking forward to seeing you on the West Coast over here. Get over here in the San Francisco, Northern California area. Check you guys out. Look for them everywhere. You can go to iratalive.com. Coming at you. Earsplit Media, Liz, thank you so much for hooking us up with IRATA.